Kickass switch, putting the K in magic. I'm Joanna DeVoe, and you are watching a video about how taking care of your physical health is an important component to practicing self-love. Now, you probably already know that I'm all about the self-love. I offer a free ebook, Hippie Witch, Peace, Love, and all that good shit, which outlines 7 steps to creating a kick-ass sense of self-love. So this is something that I really enjoy talking about because I think that it is foundational to creating the kick-ass life of your dreams. It has to start with you. It has to start with the way you take care of yourself and the way you feel about yourself. And one of the best ways to take care of yourself and to feel good about your life is to take care of your physical health. We may be spirits having a human experience, but we are humans now, and we have these physical bodies that are containers for our spirit, and if we don't take good care of them, that whole, we are spiritual beings having a human experience thing is all lovely in theory, but when your body starts breaking down, it becomes very challenging to appreciate that you are a spirit in a physical body, because then taking care of your physical body becomes a full-time job. So doing that now while you're healthy and strong is very important to letting your spirit flow. And I'm not saying that if your body is broken or disabled or that you're having physical challenges that you are in some way not able to fully access spirit and live a very spirit-filled life, because that actually can be the catalyst for stepping into a more spiritual life and really embracing who you are as a spirit. It can give you a sense, a greater sense that you are indeed a spirit and that this body is just transitory. But I don't think that that's a reason to neglect taking care of yourself. I already talk a lot about food and nutrition with the sad to sexy stuff I have going on, so I wanted to talk about exercise and specifically how to exercise your pelvic floor. I don't know if you've ever heard of something called Kegels, but they were created by Dr. Arnold Kegel in the 1940s to help women with incontinence problems, women who peed when they laughed too hard or sneezed or jumped up and down. And this is something that can happen to men or women. And men, if you're watching, don't tune out, because Kegels are for men and women both. And I'm going to explain to you 3 kick-ass benefits to doing Kegels every single day. And the first is what I just said. If you do not want to pee on yourself as you age when you're laughing or having sex, God forbid, or jumping on a trampoline, or just jumping up and down because you're excited, if you sneeze, and it's not just pee that can leak out, people, as we get older. If you want to avoid that, Kegels. Kegels, it's about contracting the muscles of your pelvic floor, the muscles that act kind of as a hammock down there and hold in all of your internal organs. Which leads me to reason number 2. You want to hold in your internal organs. Otherwise, you can get what is known as a prolapsed bladder, a prolapsed uterus, or a prolapsed rectum. And I actually know someone who has this problem, and it's not cute. It physically hangs out her vajayjay, and she has to physically poke it back in. It has made sex a nightmare, but also just getting around in everyday life. So don't let it get to that point. Do your Kegels. Keep everything up and in, and keep that pelvic floor nice and strong. I'm going to explain how to do Kegels in a minute if you've never done them before, but first let me explain reason number 3. And this is why Kegels became so popular to begin with, because in the 40s, when Dr. Kegel was teaching his patients to do these exercises for incontinence, it had an amazing side effect of improving their sex life. And that's because Kegels increase your chances of having an orgasm, and then when you do have an orgasm, it makes it stronger, which is good news for both men and women. It also, for men, it prevents pre-ejaculation. It gives them more control over their ejaculation, and it also gives them a stronger orgasm. So yay! Sex for everyone, Kegels for everyone, yay! And this is a subject that I'm actually doing in tandem with the 4 on 40 event that we're having today, Monday, February 10th at 11 a.m. because the subject is all about sex, and each of us are doing something on our own website that ties into that theme, and I wanted to do something that could help you in more areas than just sex, something that even if you don't have a partner right now can benefit your life, benefit your sense of control, sensuality, feeling sexy when you're out and about in the world, and something that you can take with you into the future so that you create the kick-ass future of your dreams and you're not having to go run out and get Depends undergarment or poke anything back in that shouldn't be hanging out where it's not supposed to be hanging out. And it's really easy to do Kegels. You can do them anywhere, anytime, without anybody knowing. It does not require, oh, like making that face. You can do it smiling. You can do it talking. The best time I think to do it is when you wait at red lights, just because, you know, that can be a signal or a trigger in your mind, like, oh yeah, it's time to do my Kegels. But you can make different triggers for yourself when you're talking on the phone, things like that. And all you have to do is, the next time that you have to go pee, stop the flow. And the muscles that you use to stop the flow are the muscles that you're going to contract when you're doing a Kegel. And you can do like 30 Kegels a day or more, but do at least 30. You can do them to where you like contract and release for the count of 10, and then you hold for the count of 10, and then you maybe pulse for the count of 10. And the better you get at it, the more variations that you can do, and as you see it improving your sex life or just improving the way you are out in the world, you'll become a Kegel enthusiast, I assure you. And men, sometimes it's harder for them to figure out how to do Kegels, so I have an extra special tip for men. That is, it's the muscles that you use when you're trying not to fart. So the next time you feel a fart coming on, hold that sucker in, and then that is going to show you what muscles you need to contract. And this is a kind of funny video, but it's actually really practical, useful information. I outline all of this on my blog in a post that this video will be embedded in, so if you're watching this on YouTube, follow the link down below. And I hope that if you're interested, you will join us for today's 4 on 40 conversation. If you happen to miss it, you can join us later in the replay. You can watch it on replay, but it's really fun to catch live because we do a live Q&A session after the hour-long discussion that we have first. So if you want to participate and if you want to be a part of the live event, again, Monday, today at 11 a.m. And if you're getting this late, if you're watching this late and you miss it, you haven't really missed it. You can still tune in and watch the whole thing. Much love. Peace.